his name is part of it, the way we pronounce it. And obviously this is a controversial subject, but let's also look at his character. Let us look at his attributes. Let us work with these things and want to understand, because this is what it's all about. The revelation of his name is more than the correct Hebrew pronunciation, even though I do also agree with everyone that's been posting back and forth that the correct pronunciation is very important, and we should do our best to pronounce it correctly. Now, this idea that people have the most ancient biblical Hebrew and they have all of it figured out, and that every time that the Yeho is like we have Yehoshua, the name Yehoshua or the name Yehoshaphat, that's incorrect, and that it's always Yahushua or Yahushaphat, that's what's correct. To me, I don't see that it has to be that way, and I don't see it written that way in the scriptures. Now, this is a great study, and I'm great friends with Mark Manning of messengerofthename.com. He's a very strong proponent of that reasoning, and we are talking deep about it. But brothers and sisters, it's Hebrew, and today and in ancient and going all the way back, people have been named Yehoshua. People have been named Yehoshaphat. And they have also been named like Yeshayahu. Both of those things have existed in Hebrew, and it's pointed in the text. In the text that we have, you see I have here English and Hebrew. If you begin to read Hebrew, you'll see it's not that big of a mystery. They've understand it, this is how it is pointed, and it's in the text. It doesn't have to be an argument. Now, you look at texts that go back past the Masoretic text, and there's no vowel points. And so this is where the confusion comes in for people. But brothers and sisters, I'm not criticizing anyone. But let's take it as students. Let's look at it as scholars. Let's be honest in our approach. And I just ask everyone to approach it and look at it from their, to study it for themselves. Please study it for yourself and look at it. And even like me, I had to learn that the way I was saying the name is not the most correct. Even though I always wanted to be correct. I want to do what's right. I want to be accurate in all things, the best of my ability. I know that I fall short, and that the only one who is always true and always right is the Most High. And so I just say, hey, go to my website, israelofpromise.org. I'm posting the link beneath here, and go and listen to the Divine Name Revealed study. I think you will like it. Listen to it with an open mind. Pray before you listen to it. Take notes. Look at the sources. There's some deep things in there. And also, if you really want to understand the reason why I think that the VAV is the most accurate that I can see, you can go to nehemiahswall.com and listen to, wow, it's a VAV study. It's amazing. I also bring out some of the evidence in the Divine Name Revealed study. And ultimately, brothers and sisters, this is not something that we should argue. This is not something that should cause argument. And it's not about I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, I'm wrong. All that. I'm not here to do that with people. I'm here to elevate the mind, to let us seek the creator of the universe. Let us seek his will. Let his will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. May his name be sanctified. And it's not about throwing it around and talking down people. Like people even said, because I said Vav, I said Yod He Vav He, that the word, that the name of the creator was taken from my mouth. I mean, this is ridiculous that people are thinking this way. Brothers and sisters, let us elevate the thinking, and let us be positive towards this and be students and not be just people are just saying what they heard someone else say a lot of times. But make the truth your own. And even when you think you have the truth, continue to, when you're presented with new information, be humble. It says, blessed are the meek, they will inherit the earth. These are the humble, the teachable. It says, it is revealed unto the babes and suckling, but it's hidden from the wise and the prudent. And so, though at one time one could have been a babe and suckling and done great and moved forward in truth, at some point that person becomes the wise and the prudent. And then when more evidence, more information is brought forth, all of a sudden that person can be all of a sudden not like a babe and suckling and receiving the truth as a child and excited to learn. And then all of a sudden they're not receiving it, even though at one time in their life they were the child, they were seeking. And brothers and sisters, we are on this path. It's a forward progression. It's the ancient path that Yirmiyahu said to return to. And it's also the path of the restitution of all things the prophet spoke of. Now listen, let us, and again, I spoke of it last week before Shabbat, and I'll put up another video before Shabbat on the name and on a few scriptural reasonings. But let us just approach this subject with kindness, with love, with respect, and listen to these studies, because these are serious studies. And again, it is only to elevate our Creator, His name, our love for Him, and ultimately, if we love Him, we will love each other, and this is what it's all about. So, I'm fine with people disagreeing with me, but if you want to disagree with me, at least listen to what I'm saying. Go and do the study and test it out for yourself.